Courtney Hadwin was born on May 6, 2004, in the peaceful village of Hesleden, in County Durham, England. Long before bright stages and television cameras became part of her life, she was simply a little girl with a huge imagination and an unusual love for music. Her parents, Anne-Marie and Paul Hadwin, worked hard to provide a stable home, but they also recognized very early that their daughter possessed something rare. Music filled their home almost every day. Old soul records, classic rock songs, and blues performances echoed through the house while Courtney listened carefully, absorbing every rhythm and every emotion hidden inside the lyrics. Even as a toddler, she reacted strongly to music. She danced around the living room with excitement and tried to imitate singers she heard on the radio. Her parents noticed that she sang with remarkable feeling, despite her young age. Unlike many children who simply repeated words, Courtney connected emotionally to songs. She could spend hours singing to herself in front of a mirror while pretending to perform before huge audiences. Her family encouraged her passion, instead of dismissing it as a childish phase. That support became the foundation of everything that followed. Though shy in ordinary situations, Courtney transformed whenever music began to play. Her confidence appeared through melody, and the quiet village girl slowly started becoming a performer whose voice carried far beyond the walls of her childhood home. Discovering confidence through music and school performances. As Courtney grew older, music became more than just entertainment. It became the place where she felt most alive. At school, teachers quickly recognized that her voice carried unusual depth and power for someone so young. When she joined singing lessons around the age of 8, her instructors immediately noticed the emotion she poured into every note. She was encouraged to join the school choir, where she learned discipline, breathing control, and harmony. Weekly rehearsals introduced her to the excitement of performing with others, and standing on stage during assemblies slowly reduced her nervousness. Her classmates admired her ability to sing while moving confidently to the rhythm. Some jokingly called her "rocker girl" because of her energetic style and fearless stage presence. Despite receiving attention, Courtney remained deeply committed to improving herself. She practiced constantly at home, repeating scales before school and experimenting with different vocal styles late into the evening. Her parents often heard her singing through the walls long after bedtime. She became fascinated with powerful singers from earlier generations and tried to understand how they used emotion to connect with audiences. Rather than chasing popularity, she focused entirely on developing her craft. Music became both her escape and her ambition. Every school performance strengthened her confidence a little more. Each applause from teachers, friends, and parents made her believe that her dream might actually be possible one day. What started as childhood passion slowly transformed into serious determination. Small stages, big dreams, and growing ambition. By the time Courtney reached the age of 10, her love for music had expanded beyond school events and family gatherings. She wanted larger audiences and bigger opportunities. Together with neighborhood children, she formed a small local music group where they performed at community events and small festivals around County Durham. Their parents supported them by helping with instruments and transportation. These performances may have seemed small to outsiders, but they meant everything to Courtney. Singing before strangers taught her how to manage fear, recover from mistakes, and hold the attention of a crowd. Local residents quickly noticed the young girl with the explosive voice. At festivals and public events, people often stopped what they were doing simply to listen to her sing. A local newspaper eventually published a feature describing her as a young talent bringing soul music back to the area. Seeing her name printed in a newspaper filled her family with pride and gave Courtney even more motivation to work harder. She later attended Shotton Hall Theatre School, where professional instructors helped refine her stage presence and vocal control. There, she learned how to connect emotion to performance rather than simply hitting notes correctly. Every lesson pushed her closer toward her dream. She also started writing down personal goals and imagining herself performing internationally someday. While many children her age focused only on ordinary school life, Courtney spent countless nights imagining concert stages, bright lights, and audiences singing along to her voice, preparing for a chance that could change everything. As Courtney entered her early teenage years, her dreams became impossible to ignore. She no longer imagined herself performing only in local halls or school assemblies. She wanted the world to hear her voice. When the opportunity to audition for America's Got Talent appeared, it felt both thrilling and terrifying. Traveling from a small English village to one of the biggest television stages in the world seemed almost unreal. Courtney prepared intensely for the audition because she understood how much was at stake. She practiced songs repeatedly until her voice carried exactly the emotion she wanted audiences to feel. Her parents stood beside her through every step of the preparation process. They reassured her during moments of doubt and reminded her that success came through courage and hard work. Even while preparing for international television, Courtney remained grounded. She still worried about ordinary teenage concerns and sometimes questioned whether audiences would understand her unusual style. Yet beneath those fears lived determination stronger than uncertainty. She packed carefully for the trip to America, carrying not only clothes and performance outfits, but also years of dreams and expectations. During the flight, she reportedly spent much of her time thinking about the stage ahead of her. The possibility of failure frightened her, but the possibility of finally being seen inspired her even more. That journey from England to the United States marked the beginning of a life-changing chapter that would soon place her before millions of viewers around the world. The audition that shocked the entire audience. When Courtney stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage in 2018, very few people expected what was about to happen. She appeared nervous at first, standing quietly before the judges beneath the bright lights. Her shy body language caused many in the audience to underestimate her immediately. Simon Cowell and the other judges gently questioned her before the performance began, trying to calm her nerves. Courtney answered softly, almost whispering at times. Then the music for Hard to Handle started, and within seconds everything changed completely. The timid teenager disappeared, replaced by a fierce and electrifying performer overflowing with energy and raw emotion. Her powerful, raspy voice stunned the audience into silence before cheers exploded across the theater. She danced wildly across the stage with confidence far beyond her years. The judges looked visibly shocked. Simon Cowell leaned forward with disbelief, while Howie Mandel watched with a wide smile. The performance felt less like an audition and more like the arrival of a fully formed star. By the end of the song, the audience had risen to its feet in thunderous applause. Howie Mandel pressed the golden buzzer, sending gold confetti raining across the stage as Courtney stood overwhelmed with emotion. That single moment instantly transformed her life forever. Clips of the audition spread across social media within hours, gathering millions of views and introducing the world to the extraordinary teenager from County Durham. The pressure hidden behind fame and applause. Although Courtney appeared fearless on stage, fame brought emotional challenges that few people fully understood. The transition from ordinary teenage life to international attention happened incredibly quickly. One moment she was attending school in County Durham, and the next she was performing before millions of viewers and answering questions from reporters around the world. Constant travel, rehearsals, interviews, and online attention created intense pressure for someone still growing emotionally. Courtney often admitted that listening back to her own performances made her feel uncomfortable and strange. Self-criticism followed her despite public praise. She worried constantly about meeting expectations after such a successful beginning. Fans expected every performance to surpass the last, while internet commentators analyzed her appearance, movements, and singing style in exhausting detail. Behind the scenes, there were moments when she missed home terribly and longed for normal teenage experiences. Her parents remained an important source of stability during these overwhelming periods. They reminded her to stay humble and protect her mental well-being amid the chaos of fame. Courtney tried to focus on the emotional connection she felt through music instead of chasing perfection, touring across America and facing new challenges. As Courtney's popularity continued rising, opportunities expanded beyond television performances. She joined tours and live events connected to America's Got Talent, traveling across different cities and performing before packed audiences. The excitement of touring thrilled her because she loved the energy of live crowds and the chance to connect directly with fans. Every city brought new faces, new stages, and new memories. Yet life on the road also introduced physical exhaustion and emotional strain. Long hours on buses, changing schedules, and constant rehearsals left little time for proper rest. Courtney tried to maintain her schoolwork while balancing performances, interviews, and travel obligations. Despite these challenges, she remained deeply committed to delivering her best performance every night. Fellow performers and crew members admired her professionalism and kindness. She often spent time reading messages from fans who described how her music inspired them through difficult periods in their own lives. Those messages motivated her during moments of fatigue. Still, touring life could feel isolating. Being away from home for extended periods made her miss her family, friends, and familiar surroundings. The glamour audiences imagined often differed greatly from reality behind the scenes. Most days involved early rehearsals, rushed meals, late-night travel, and constant movement between venues. Courtney pushed herself forward because she loved music deeply, but the demanding pace slowly began affecting her emotionally and physically. Then, during one rainy journey between performances, everything suddenly changed in ways nobody expected. The rainy night that changed everything. In October 2018, Courtney traveled with fellow performers during a busy touring schedule across the United States. Heavy rain fell continuously as their bus moved along Interstate 94 late at night. Inside the vehicle, most passengers rested quietly after exhausting performances. Courtney sat near the window reading fan messages while rain streaked across the glass outside. The roads had become dangerously slick from hours of stormy weather, but the experienced driver continued carefully along the highway. As the bus approached a sharp curve, strong winds and wet pavement combined to create a terrifying moment. The driver attempted to maintain control, but the vehicle suddenly skidded sideways. Passengers felt a violent jolt as luggage shifted overhead and instruments crashed against storage compartments. Courtney was thrown forward during the impact, striking part of the interior before the bus finally stopped against a guardrail. For several seconds, silence filled the vehicle except for rain hitting the metal exterior. Confusion and fear spread quickly as passengers tried to understand what had happened. Courtney felt pain in her knee and noticed blood running lightly down her forehead. Though shaken, she managed to stand and check on others nearby. Recovery, reflection, and emotional strength. Fortunately, the accident did not take Courtney's life, but the emotional impact lingered long after the physical injuries healed. Medical teams treated bruises, cuts, and minor injuries sustained by passengers during the crash. Courtney's knee injury required rest, and the frightening experience left her emotionally shaken for weeks afterward. News about the accident spread quickly online, causing fans worldwide to send messages of support and concern. During recovery, Courtney finally had time away from cameras and constant performances. That period forced her to reflect deeply on the pace of her life and the pressure she had been carrying since her rise to fame. She realized how fragile success and life itself could be. Simple moments with family suddenly felt far more valuable than public attention or internet popularity. Her parents remained close throughout the recovery process, helping restore a sense of calm and normalcy around her. Music once again became her emotional refuge. Rather than performing for millions, she spent quiet hours singing privately and reconnecting with the reasons she fell in love with music as a child. Fans admired her resilience and maturity during this difficult period. Though shaken, Courtney refused to let fear define her future, a young artist still writing her own story. Courtney Hadwin's journey remains one of the most remarkable stories to emerge from modern talent television. From a shy girl in County Durham to an internationally recognized performer, her rise captured attention because it felt genuine and emotional rather than carefully manufactured. Audiences connected with her vulnerability as much as her voice. She showed that true artistry often comes from honesty, passion, and courage rather than perfection. Even after experiencing overwhelming fame, public pressure, and a frightening accident, Courtney continued moving forward with determination. Her story reflects both the beauty and difficulty of chasing dreams at a young age. Behind every standing ovation stood countless hours of practice, emotional sacrifice, and personal growth. Though many people remember her explosive America's Got Talent audition, those closest to her understand that her greatest strength lies in perseverance. She learned how to survive criticism, fear, exhaustion, and uncertainty, while still protecting her love for music. As she continues growing older, her journey remains unfinished. Fans still follow her career with admiration and curiosity, eager to see how her voice and artistry evolve over time. Courtney Hadwin represents more than sudden fame or viral success. She symbolizes the power of authenticity in a world often obsessed with appearances. Through every challenge, she has continued singing from the heart, and that honesty remains the reason audiences around the world continue listening to her story. Our channel for more updates.